Sure. I'm going to sit back here. You want to sit back here too?
Maybe. I don't know. No, I don't like it.
I like that I'm closer to the center of the frame.
Why?
Because
You can hide behind me.
I will.
Hi. Greg's really nervous.
I'm just a shy person in general.
Can you hear us okay?
You know, there's a chat delay.
Yeah, I know. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just wait for them to respond.
That takes a little while. Not efficient.
Awesome. So how are you doing tonight? Hopefully good. We are baby free tonight, which is amazing. My mom took my son, he's mine, our son to visit family. Hi, Ashley.
I know you.
Yep. Does that make it feel a little better?
Slightly.
I wanted to talk about my video that I posted today, and I wanted to just see if anybody had any questions for Greg, because put him on the spot, because I know people have you're interesting.
Sure. You claim that.
I find you interesting, so.
That's better.
Yeah. So, I guess I'm just going to get started on the video, because people can watch this back later. So, I made the video, The Cons of Suboxone, and I really feel like that was I feel like it's a good idea.
It's important.
I feel like I've never truly addressed the negative sides unless I have been crying about Suboxone on my channel. And there are definitely negative sides. I said signs. There are negative sides to it, and the drawbacks have to be acknowledged for someone to enter treatment fully aware.
Just want to have the complete picture of what you're about to embark on. When
I started Suboxone in 2009, I did not know this stuff. I did not know I'd be tolerant. I forgot about this, and I was thinking back and talking with my mom, and I 100% entered that thinking that I could just stop it. But I do that with my antidepressants and stuff like that, where they say you can't stop this early.
Yeah.
And I don't have any issues. So my brain was like, oh, this is the same. Suboxone isn't going to be hard to get off of. And I honestly didn't struggle to get off of it, which is an interesting thing. I got off of it.
The brain is powerful.
Right? The brain is so weird. It can trick you into anything. I guess I should talk about that in a video.
Yeah.
How Suboxone is, a lot of it is a mental addiction. So, what else was there's something else I wanted to say.
I mean, mental addiction is not.
It's psychological. It's just psychological.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when referring to Suboxone, it's not but your brain really plays a big role in how you feel about your treatment.
Maybe you should expound on it more later.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I don't really know what else to talk about.
A lot of the times when you first start Suboxone, you're coming from a place of using, so you're not you may not fully educate yourself before you get on it, so you might come to learn these cons after. So having somewhere to look at. I also
didn't enter treatment thinking long term. I had no idea
that you were going to stay on it long term. Or what the cons were long term.
Yeah, I mean, so she said, so is it how people think they're addicted, a mental addiction? Yes, it's in your brain where it's not truly. If you get rid of it, I guess the best example. Sorry.
You can trick yourself into withdrawal symptoms. You have some degree of control over your symptoms mentally. If you don't know you're supposed to be sick, you kind of get less sick.
Exactly.
But if you think you feel like shit, you're gonna feel worse. So it's a weird kind of thing that can happen.
Yeah. When I got what was I saying? When I got off of Suboxone the first time, I didn't know that it was supposed to hurt, and are they talking about this?
Maybe.
So I didn't know it was supposed to hurt, and I just did it. And I did it. It took a week off of work. I felt kind of rough. So there are some actual, physical withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was fine. A lot of times you see on YouTube people complain that it's going to be, what is going on?
Someone is crazy.
The chat is confusing me, but
Oh, I see. I see what's happening.
I don't. Is it the same person
No, it's two different people with the same name.
with the same exact name?
It might be an internet meme, honey. You don't know. I'm not that tapped in, but I can
have
imagine.
an Aunt Cheryl, so I was just like, yeah, okay, that's my Aunt
I
Cheryl.
do not have an Aunt Cheryl.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
It's like, do you know the way? Like that. You remember that? Exactly. You don't remember Do You Know the Way, Uganda Knuckles?
No, what's
it
that?
like just exploded across the internet in like 2 days, and then everyone was like, "Do you know the way?"
Oh yeah.
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 So maybe Aunt Cheryl is just
Something I don't know about.
Everybody's gonna be Aunt Cheryl soon. That's my guess.
That's your guess? It's a meme?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. The word meme is like, to me, a meme is a picture or like a
It's a thought. It's a.
I know
transmission
what
of
it
thought.
is, but
Actually, yeah.
but in our culture, it's come across as like. Beats me.
It is nice to see you, Cheryl. All Cheryls. Live your best life. Exactly. Anyway.
I don't really. Does anyone have any questions? I know that I didn't. Oh wait. Is it just to help get off heroin, or does it help with other things? Suboxone is used for a few things.
But mainly opiate maintenance. Like
yes.
That's.
Well, there's also, it can be administered differently, so it can be used in some cases for pain, but that's more like the active ingredient in Suboxone. It's buprenorphine. That is used for pain. Suboxone itself can be used for pain, but I don't think it happens very often.
No, it's not super effective for that.
And I did hear that
Cheryl's are cracking me up at the moment, sorry. I
did hear that because alcohol addiction also works on the opiate receptors in your brain, it does help slightly, but the study that I read wasn't sure if it was the buprenorphine or the naloxone, because naloxone itself is like, is used, I knocked the camera over, naloxone is used sometimes to treat alcohol addiction, like just the pill.
Yeah, like we understand it, but I think there's a little bit more that we could do studies on naloxone. I don't think we fully
I don't think we truly are utilizing it properly.
Well, thanks, Ashley. I appreciate that.
Thanks. Yeah, creating this channel has been an outlet. I wanted to do it just to talk, and I don't know. I wanted to share my story, but I did not realize how much this was going to help me and us.
Well, and there is a growing shift in the community that long-term Suboxone is a good thing, but I've met a couple people who really believe it, and that's not it. More people should feel that way. So if you have a platform, go for it. You know what I mean?
It's really helped me think long and hard about certain topics. If I want to talk about it, I'm going to put in a lot of time and energy thinking about it, and I research anything that has to do with science or medicine, and I talk over every video idea with Greg, and it's really helped me come to I have a much better understanding of myself and my recovery right now. I'm feeling pretty solid.
Yeah.
And I want to continue this. Everybody says, well, not everybody, but it's one of those common sayings that the opposite of addiction, hey Melissa, the opposite of addiction is connection. That's the big thing that they're pushing now. I don't know, is that an AA thing or
not? Maybe, probably.
I've seen it in a couple things related to especially opioid addiction. So what they're saying is it's trying to go off of Rat Park, which is a flawed study. Yeah. But when you share and connect with people, it really helps.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
I miss you guys. I miss talking to you guys.
Oh.
It's been a long time.
Just pretend you're making me. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. I think that's what I was doing, but I got distracted. So what they're saying is that the opposite of addiction is connection. So connecting with people, building an audience, sharing your story, helping further the message, it helps them with their recovery, and I feel like that's helped us.
Yeah, I mean, the more you talk about something, the more you think about something, the more it affects your day to day.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I have
it's like your thoughts become your beliefs become your thoughts become your behaviors, some shit like that.
Yeah. Can you hear him? Because he's so quiet.
I'm a mumbler.
He said that your thoughts become your feelings, right? Your feelings?
So it's in one of those. It's something like that. Those are the
it does
ingredients, but your thoughts become your feelings, become your behaviors, or something like that.
What you think? Is there really?
There's more. I'm telling you.
Well, it's cool. I don't care. Hi, Aunt Cheryl's. I have 2 of you, so I don't know who the third one is.
Do you really have 2
I do. Cheryl's? I have one with my dad and my mom's. Yeah. So.
Does it spell the same way?
No, it's with a C.
Okay.
But I have the opportunity to do, Melissa, you actually messaged me about this on Facebook. We have the opportunity to do kind of like how would you say that? Another event, like we just did the one.
Be a resource.
Yeah, I'm going to be a resource table at an event. So I just did this for Nick's Hope in my local hometown, and it was really cool. I got to set up a resource booth, and I was sitting there with like treatment centers, outpatient clinics, therapists, and me, and it feels really cool to be a part of that. And I get to do that for PTSD, hopefully coming up in DC. Now it's for vets. This event, my aunts are very big into helping veterans with PTSD, and they dedicate so much time and energy into it, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
They're such good people, and they asked me to possibly come down and set up a table because addiction and PTSD goes hand in hand
a lot
so
of
many
vets
times.
suffer from both things or deal with it too. And we forget, well, I can forget that like most people aren't very educated on addiction in general and like what it does to people, and people like they want to help people and just don't know how. So
yeah,
gotta teach them how.
Yeah, we went up and had dinner with them, and so they have like a military background, and they just compared so much of it to prison, and it was interesting because they had us up there talking to learn more about us, learn more about our story, and as they were going through it, like the things that Greg was describing about prison or that I was, reminded them of like the PTSD that people are suffering with from war.
Prison creates PTSD in people for sure.
I don't want to say that they're the same kinds, but like it definitely does. It damages people.
Trauma is trauma, and like trauma, it's one of the big things that causes people to suffer.
Yeah, I think that the mental health treatment is what's really lacking in there, and it makes me sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because if you had mental health treatment, you would be able to address anybody that has any issues before they even get out. You know, it's so much wasted time. Like, literally, we're wasting their time by punishing them like that.
Melissa, are you guys still overseas? Or are you back in the States?
I do not know, but I didn't ask.
I did just now.
What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I'm thinking about making a pros video to the Suboxone one. I have a very important video coming up. I get to collab with someone soon, and I'm not going to say who because I didn't ask her. Ooh, you're still in Poland? Right. That's awesome.
Well, isn't Poland getting a little crazy at the moment, though?
I don't know. Renee, we can...
She'll answer me later.
Do you want to let them in, or... It might be, it might not be. I'm not going to say, but... I'm really excited. It's going to happen sometime this week. And...
Let who in? What?
Wait, what do you mean, let who in?
You said, oh, sorry. Don't let me distract you.
Oh, I said, do you want to... We can... If we want to delete them, we can. I keep hitting the computer stand, and it's just this art desk. So it... Shake.
Yeah.
I just shake. I'm a methadone. What's the difference between methadone and Suboxone?
A lot. In our opinion, a lot.
Well, if you want to get at the scientific level,
yeah, okay, go ahead.
One is methadone is a full agonist. Yeah, you can. I mean, it doesn't matter. If they get rude or start saying anything crazy, then you can. But methadone is a full opioid agonist, like morphine, like heroin, Oxycontin. All of those are a full agonist, so they fit into this receptor completely the same. Suboxone is a partial agonist, and it only half fits into it. So methadone would be a little bit more I want to say effective, but effective is not the word. It would have a higher binding rate in the opioid receptor.
Methadone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have.
Then wait. I meant Cheryl's registered.
Stop looking at them.
It's funny.
So methadone is a full agonist. So I said it's. I don't want to say more effective, but it does.
I don't think it binds harder. It binds the same. Like, so if you do dope on methadone, it doesn't. I don't think methadone binds harder. I think you would still. It affects it equally.
Yeah.
It builds.
You missed what I was saying, so
Sorry.
it's okay. The methadone is also administered like daily, and Suboxone can be administered weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, monthly, or bi-monthly. That's the highest it can go. And they essentially are supposed to act the same, but I know from what I've talked to people and what I gather, they're different. Methadone is a little bit more it has more physical effects on the body. They said that I had one subscriber that just went from methadone to Suboxone, and she said that she's more clear now. So methadone made her more foggy, and she feels more pain. So the methadone was better at pain relief, and Suboxone is not.
Yeah, the effects are closer to like a real opiate.
Should I just get rid of them?
No, sure, it's fine.
Weird.
I'm not reading it.
Okay.
I find it humorous. You may not. I tend to think it's quite funny.
It doesn't really bother me very much. Yeah, what else did I want to talk? Yeah, so I forgot. I'm a little spacey tonight.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm doing that interview next week, and I was really thinking about trying to get an upload schedule going, because I don't know. If people come here, it's what days do I post? I'm not really sure. Some days.
Does it? Okay, so you all hear it. Does it matter what day? Or do you just see the notification and go?
Yeah, does it matter if I upload on a regular schedule? Would you prefer I was thinking a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday upload, and then Thursdays live. I don't know if that would be. Hey, Danny. Thanks, Melissa and Dave.
Right.
And okay, I'm just gonna block them now. Sorry. Hide user.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of that's how I am when I watch people's videos. Is I just kind of, whenever they come up. I don't know that this day is this person's gonna. But
I try to upload at the same time of day. Hey, Sarah. I try to upload at 8:00 every morning, because at least if it's not the same day, they know what day. On Wednesdays, Jenna Marble uploads, possibly Thursday. So I checked. I checked when I was back in the day in 2011. I would go in and check in the evening, and then I would check in the morning. I would constantly go back to YouTube and look, because I knew when she uploaded. But now I get on YouTube at the same time of the day. So if I upload at the same time, regardless of what day, I figure people will see it.
Yeah.
Christina Randall always uploads first thing in the morning, and I watch that while I get ready for work. I'm going for your water.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Followed after the Blippi video. Oh God, I just rewatched that one because someone was trying to have a discussion about it. It wasn't much of a discussion, and that video, my old videos are really hard for me to watch because I got really cut happy, and I didn't know how to. I'm a little bit better at editing now, so that you can't. It's not like a huge jump cut.
And you're better at filming. You are much better at getting things done in one.
It used to take me a couple days, almost a week for one video.
To edit, yeah.
Yeah. I was so crazy about it.
I mean, let your mom do it.
Okay, yeah, Renee, you can get rid of them.
She got it.
She's good. She does this for Jess too.
Mods are so helpful.
I watched the Harlem Shake video too, and I regret that.
I've seen
I've seen far worse in the pop-up ads. It was weird, and I don't know if I can ever. It was just, why did he have to wear? He wore sunglasses. Oh, well, Blippi did a poop video, pretty much like a funny scat video. He took he took the medicine that makes you shit. A laxative. And he shit all over his friend. It was
like, for real. It was pretty crazy.
And it was supposed to be for like the Harlem Shake, because the Harlem Shake trend was really popular then. And wow. And then it was like, that's just really entertaining to me. But thank you, Renee. You're awesome. I don't know if I will ever get that out of my head, because the weirdest thing to me was his sunglasses are the exact shape of his lippy orange glasses.
Are they?
Yeah, so, I mean, I only watched it once, but it's seared in my freaking memory. Like, I don't remember anything else about what he's wearing, but he has on sunglasses that look exactly like they're the same shape as the orange frames. Yeah, the helmet. He has a fucking bike helmet on. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It is the weirdest video ever, and people get so mad at me because I defended this dude. But
we all do dumb things when, like...
And, like, we all do dumb things, but, like, I grew up watching Jackass. Right, I laughed at a man running and shitting at the same time. Like, poop is not...
that crazy. It's not that serious.
It's really not... it's gross.
People are concerned that their kids are going to somehow stumble on this thing, and it's like, it's so hard to find. You have to really look for it.
And the longer time goes, like, the harder it gets to find.
Yeah.
Because anytime... He is very good about wiping that off.
But, like... Yeah. I guess it would be like if the people from, like, Tub Girl went on to have a successful kids channel.
Yeah.
That would be the same.
Tub Girl, is that the same as Two Girls, One Cup?
Similar enough. That,
like,
yeah.
That's all I know. Like, all you have to do is say it. Like, should we do a day in my life video, Greg? Renee said.
I mean, a day in our life is napping and parenting and working.
I got off work early and I was so excited, and I came home and we laid down and passed out until like 6:15. I was like, I gotta get up.
Set an alarm. Naps are our friends.
I set an alarm and I turned it off like 4 times. Oh, right. Yeah. The internet used to be so weird. Hey, Jess. The internet used to be so freaking different. YouTube used to be the weird place that you would find like those weird twisted videos.
Now you gotta go to Dailymotion.
Yeah, now you gotta go somewhere else. Those videos were so crazy. But people still, I don't know why it's still popular. The video still pops up on people's feeds. I guess they're searching for it, and then people try to argue me about how serious it is that he pooped on someone, which is gross, but like,
doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I think it's funny that that's my most popular video.
It's consistently. Still.
Yeah, it's always number one.
Blippies, see, I like pimple popping videos.
They're oddly satisfying, but like they can easily tip into gross very quickly.
You gotta be in the mood for it.
Yeah, I'm not like, and especially like if sometimes they go crazy. They do like blackheads, cysts, like that Dr. Pimple Popper, and she's so beautiful. Yeah. Like she's so hot. But yeah, so this took a weird turn away from what I wanted to talk about.
That's what they're for, man.
Yeah, there was something that I think someone else asked something that I wanted to answer. Oh, it was there about the... Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. Sorry, Jess, don't eat. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to talk about, so...
Should be safe from now on.
Yeah. I don't know, what do you want to talk about? I was going to continue talking about the videos. I was talking a little bit about, I don't know. Can we just...
We want to go back to the cons thing?
Yeah, do you want me to...
more about the meta YouTube experience, or what, like...
I don't know. I got distracted by all those churls, and now I'm like messed up for it. Hey, Jaxie.
Back too.
Yeah, if you watch in my chat, I've had these bots or people or whatever people coming in and saying, "Hey, it's Aunt Cheryl. Hey, it's Aunt Cheryl. Hey, Megan, it's Aunt Cheryl." And I shared this on Facebook. So like, I have 2 Aunt Cheryls. It was not that weird, but the last name, I was like, I don't think that's it. I think it's Cheryl Grice or whatever. But so yeah, you'll keep seeing them pop up, and Renee is awesome, and we'll delete them. But it was funny at first.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll read about it later.
Like, toes, though, so that kind of sucks that you have to constantly do that. But yeah.
Hi, Linda. How did we meet?
Mutual friends.
No, tell them how we actually met. Like what I did.
Oh, how you threw up on me? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met at a party, and I was really, really drunk.
Sparks.
Yeah, it was back in the day, and it was the Sparks. It was like it was Four Loko before Four Loko. It was orange flavored energy drink with beer or alcohol, and there was some guy from my high school that was hitting on me really hard, and I was really uncomfortable with it because he had dated one of my friends.
Super drunk, like not in any place to like.
So I picked the smallest person in the entire room because it's like, oh, he can't fuck us. Like, what is he gonna hit you? Like,
he could.
I mean, he could have hit you, but I ended up passing out on his lap, and I threw up all over him. And I went to a concert the next day. I think I saw All Time Low or something, and I was literally stained orange. It was so embarrassing.
I had orange shoes on, so it wasn't too bad for me. But
yeah. So then, he came over like a couple days later, and we like literally moved in together.
I remember getting you the Hershey's cookies and cream bar and bringing them to your work.
Yeah.
What else?
You stole them. Let's be honest. He used to bring me
sure.
candy at work, but because he has the antisocial personality disorder, he steals everything. So he would come in with like a stack of cookies
like,
and cream bars.
These, don't you?
Like, I don't even like that candy bar anymore.
Yeah, right.
But oh, I love All Time Low, Renee. I live close to Baltimore, so like that's they're our faves.
Heroes.
Yep. And then Greg and our relationship started very quickly.
Yeah, I just kind of moved into where you were living.
Like literally probably a week after I met him, he was coming over regularly. It was such a mess. Like I lived with 2 guy friends at the time. Like it was just it was a mess. So
it was a fun house there, man. There was always people there. Like,
but at that point I was paying all the bills. I was paying all the bills and taking care of those 2 guys, and I hated it. So I moved out, and you came along.
And got our own place and went rapidly downhill.
Yeah. I made a follow-up video to my Williamsport one to kind of add on to it because I don't feel like I painted an accurate picture in that video. It just, when I talk with Greg about things, it's like I'm remembering our past, and our past made us us. So I think of anything fondly, and I feel like I put like a
anytime
rosy
you
tinted
remember
glasses.
Something, you change it a little bit, and you change it to not be so painful.
Terrible. Yeah, I like forget about.
Time.
Oh yeah, no, it's not offensive.
So I have growth hormone deficiency, which like when I was younger, I treated it with shots, but I didn't really take them because I don't like shots. So I was like screamed and hollered and wouldn't let my mom give me shots. But it like less growth hormone in your body it regulates all your primary sex characteristics, secondary sex characteristics, like facial hair and stuff like that. So I don't have a ton of facial hair. Like I'm not supposed to be able to put on muscle mass, but I have done that in the past. Like some stuff expresses and other things don't.
Yeah.
So I'm just really tiny.
Isn't it supposed to actually be where? Yeah, it's not muscle, but you're supposed to put on fat.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be fat.
So the other person in the like primary, like Andy Milonakis has.
Yeah, exactly. Andy Milonakis is a really good person.
He's an adult, but looks like he's 12.
Thanks,
that's
Dave.
because. Yeah, Greg was jacked. I
was like 135, and I'm like 110 now. So.
But we're starting it. We started it again. We're working out again, so we'll be back. I'll be rock climbing in no time. I hope. I
got carpal tunnel now, so I
didn't think about that.
Be careful, but carpal tunnel sucks. I hope nobody has it out there.
That's also kind of a part of his growth hormone deficiency.
Well, just being small in general. Like smaller people have smaller carpal tunnels, so they're more easily inflamed. And
who passed away?
Don't know. Wasn't watching.
No.
But yeah, no more muscle ups. Exactly. I tried to do one at the park with this one dude, and it didn't work out very well. But I'm also not as strong as I used to be.
Greg gets like, your average weight is like what, 110, 115?
Yeah,
he's 5 feet tall. So I'm 5'1", so we're literally like the same.
We live
size.
in our own little world at our house, and then when we go out in public, we're like, oh man, people are big. I forgot. Gandalf from Ian McKellen.
That's sad.
Rest in peace, Ian McKellen. He was.
Bye, Jess.
See you, Jess. Bye. Rock climbing is awesome.
Hi, guys.
Bouldering was my favorite thing to do when we were working out still?
Yeah. Greg and I, actually, this is fun. So when we got back together, we lived in South Carolina, and he had just gotten out of prison. So like Dave and Melissa are saying, he was like jacked. And he got me into weightlifting, and I liked being my weight has always fluctuated. I will go from like 135, 130 to like 170, 175, and now I'm kind of in the middle, and I just kind of go back and forth all my life. And so I think right now I'm on the downswing, I guess.
I don't help because I can kind of eat whatever I want, and it doesn't affect me very much. So it's like, it doesn't help her that I eat crap all the time.
Yeah, and he got me into weightlifting, and I ran my first 5K at 13 weeks pregnant. And I got to continue tightrope climbing until I was 5 months pregnant because the OB cleared it, since I had been in like such good shape.
Top rope.
Top rope? That's what I said.
Tightrope.
Top. Oh, I meant to say top
tightrope
rope.
is a little bit
yeah,
different.
I thought I said top rope, but
I can be a little pedantic sometimes.
I don't want to talk about politics, but I bet you could probably guess if you follow any of my videos which way I lean.
Yeah.
Especially the Jake the Snake video. That would probably give you a good idea as to which way I lean.
Really?
Talk about pro-life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, politics are just something that...
You don't want to make people mad unnecessarily.
Right?
We like everyone.
I might not, we might not agree on Trump, but we could still agree on so much other stuff.
Right, exactly. And that definitely happens. There's a lot of people I meet, like at work, I meet a lot of people who I disagree with politically, but we have really interesting conversations. So don't let political leanings stop you from conversing with people and finding out why they think the way they think. That's one of the biggest, things that science is trying to figure out, is how do you talk to people that don't believe the same things as you?
Because we spend so much time trying to make them agree with us.
And we forget that they're coming from like a fundamentally different
point of view.
A life experience that got them there, that they think those things for a reason.
Yeah. It's very interesting to see. I don't know. I also see a lot of people, you have to take sides on the internet. That's like a big thing. And for when I first started,
internet might have been a mistake.
Yeah.
We're not sure yet.
Oh my God. Yeah, it probably was, but it's also awesome. So when I started my channel again, I kept talking about public shaming and Schadenfreude, and that's really weird. a cardboard cutout of Joe Biden.
Biden.
That would probably freak me out, though.
To me, Biden is too old.
Isn't the other dude really old too?
Who?
Bernie Sanders, is he running?
Oh yeah, maybe.
I honestly haven't followed yet, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. I have been clean for 4 years once I found methadone. How long have you guys been clean?
Many years now.
Yeah, 2008 for me, for dope.
Probably 2011 is when I went to jail.
Yeah, I say for dope because, in full disclosure, I do drink on occasion, maybe twice a year. I'll have a beer or two at a concert or a glass of wine at dinner, and I have smoked weed. I'm actually considering getting on medical cannabis.
Get my PAD and get my medical card as soon as
I have to switch over my driver's license before I can do it, but I qualify for medical cannabis, so I want to do it. They have a dispensary right down the street, and I just
literally I could hit it with a rock from here.
I think it would be I think it would help when I do decide to taper off of Suboxone. And my doctor that I go to he prescribes that, and he knows a lot about it.
It's an incredibly helpful thing for people who suffer from opiate addiction.
It's really weird though. The people across the street got in a fight again. I don't know if you guys saw my one video. We had to call the cops on them for a domestic dispute.
Way back. Yeah, when they first moved in.
The cops have been there
many times since.
Almost every day. But last night, I guess they did something so egregious that they were actually able to go inside the home, and they found a bong.
But nobody should ever go to jail for weed. In my opinion,
the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, no one should ever go to jail for smoking. It's legal in other states. How can you arrest someone for this thing?
What do you think they're going to do with everybody that is in jail on a weed charge?
They're there's legislation coming through that's minor stuff. Go, leave. Please Get out of
But,
our
like-
overcrowded prisons.
But like minor stuff, would you say large, copious amounts of weed is a minor thing, or it's still a weed charge?
It depends. So if I'm not the legislature, and I don't know. I'm not super expert on this,
That's
but
cool.
most people should be like legislation in place to let those people go.
That's cool, Jaxie. And Nicole, I choose not to drink. It's like when I got clean, I got on Suboxone, and then I got out of jail and got on Suboxone because I wasn't doing smart things. And I got off Suboxone and I started drinking a lot. And it was just like, that was the thing to do socially, what we did. Everybody went, you got off, you went to the bar. After the bar, you went to a friend's house. And like, I did that all summer, and then I moved. So I only really did it for like a summer. And it was so exhausting. And I don't enjoy who I become when I drink. So I have no desire to drink. I might have one. I actually, like, there's some things that I like to drink. Like some wine I think is good, but I don't drink to get drunk. I don't drink to party.
I never really have. So that thankfully was never my problem when I was younger. My dad drank Heinekens, and I remember taking out the recycle bin in the summertime, and that shit smelled so bad that alcohol I can't stand the smell of it or the taste of it.
Yeah.
So I consider myself lucky in that regard.
I do too, because I feel like I don't drink because he doesn't drink.
Yeah, it probably helps that I don't.
Yeah,
it's not around.
It's never around, and I don't like who I become. I become a very mean person, and I'm disrespectful and mean, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had the angry apple stuff. My sister's husband is like a beer connoisseur.
Yeah. Which is cool. If that's your thing, that's your thing, man.
Yeah, so we'll go to breweries and stuff, and we'll sample beer sometimes, but I don't know.
Super furry.
Yeah, our chubby chihuahua sheds so much, it's ridiculous. There's so much dog fur everywhere.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah,
man.
if you think it's bad, that's totally fine. I'm not going to push it on you. I would never push that on anybody. That's what...
And, there was a very successful campaign against marijuana for a very long time, so there's probably a reason you feel that way.
Yeah. I think that recovery, the problem with recovery, look how fat he is.
He's so bad.
He doesn't even
he runs, man. He runs.
He does run.
He's not.
He runs hard, but he's still really fat. With the recovery thing, I feel like people are often it's much like politics. They want you to agree 100% about all of it. And if you disagree about something, then you're Republican or Democrat. Are you AA or smart? Are you AA or Suboxone? There shouldn't be a divide. I don't want that. So,
Renee, you're a great mod, just so you know.
She is. She's on top of it.
Yeah. Different, and everybody recovers in different ways, man. If there's a lot of people who don't like the way they feel when they smoke, or don't like the way they feel when they drink, and then they don't. There's so many different.
Addiction is very interesting like that. How some people can use. I've known some people that have done dope with me once, twice, didn't like it, got away from it. I know people that have done it with me numerous times and kept walking away from it.
Yeah.
And don't do it at all anymore. And then there's other times where people like us, where I went in hard. Mm-hmm. I just think the levels of addiction is something that we should study more. Maybe I don't know. I think there should be a theory.
I think we're trying to flesh out because abstinence only works, but it doesn't work for everyone. So let's look and see what works for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Nicole, I understand being passionate about certain things, because I definitely don't let me fool you into thinking that I don't try to tell people why they're wrong sometimes, because I definitely do. Because when you believe in a thing strongly, and you're knowledgeable about it, and that someone believes things that aren't factually true, it can be very frustrating to just.
Especially when it's not factually true.
Sometimes you just have to be this is not worth my energy, or because if I get upset about it, then I'm just hurting myself for no reason. Because this person isn't going to change their mind. We don't know how to change people's minds very well yet.
Yeah, so I'm just getting heated and upset about something I can't control. And yeah, Nicole, I agree that there is a distinction between drug abuse and drug addiction. I think that, like, we have discovered the, like, the stages of human development. You know, I can't think of the one. It's Erik Erikson's stages of life, like life development or something. I can't remember. And I think we could do something like that with recovery. I think that there are stages to addiction, much like, you know, stages of life. Like, there are people that go and dabble in the drug use, but I feel like we should really have that defined almost.
More research is needed.
Yeah, I definitely think that would be something to know more about, because you're right. People do get the two confused all the time. People think that if you use drugs at all, it's addiction, or if you... They don't understand. We have had so much misinformation out there for so long. I'm actually researching smart recovery right now, Jexie.
Like anything that has to do with like psychology or like the brain or like the physical, like why we are the way we are and how that manifests, and how smart recovery is definitely up our alley, like my alley particularly.
Yeah, I'm actually working on. I found one of their YouTube things, and I started working on the things that he did in the presentation. He was like teaching the best of smart recovery to their teachers and mentors, so that they could go and have meetings. So I'm going along with it. It's like a cost-benefit analysis, and it's just really interesting. And I can't wait to do a video on it, but I wanted to do it once I fully got through understanding it, because I don't want to go into it. Smart recovery is basically like, you summed it up.
It's what we've been talking about. It's like the thoughts and behavior. It's figuring out the why, and kind of like CBT is kind of behavioral therapy. Like, if you examine your thoughts and you look at the underlying beliefs, you can then change those beliefs to alter your thoughts and stuff like that. Meditation. I do a lot of self-reflection. Like, that has been the biggest thing that has changed me, like, in the past couple of years, is kind of figuring out who I am. Like, the way I think is different than the way a lot of people think. I've found out. I didn't know that for a long time. And
the baby's here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But
meditation.
Yeah, man. You got to think about why you are the way you like. Think about how you think sometimes.
Meditation is awesome. It's really, really helped. But Jexie, I did not know that it allowed for casual use. Like, probably like with me, like drinking. I thought that it was completely abstinence-based, like AA or 12 steps. Like I said, I just started doing the research. Well, my baby's home. Did you hear my dogs barking? But yeah, my son's home, so I appreciate all you guys stopping in. I will be doing this every Thursday, so feel free to come back. And next week, I'm going to pick a topic and have something to like talk about, because yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to read the comments, because I also forget that like the comments are delayed. So I'm sitting here in silence waiting for a comment, and then like the words are coming in late. It's funny. But it suggests abstinence, but recognizes that some people can use sometimes. I mean, I guess that does fit because of the alcohol thing. I don't think I could use other things casually, but I don't know. I'll look into it more. I will see you guys next Thursday at 7, and look for a collab coming out. I'll be on someone else's channel soon, and I can't wait. It'll be next week or soon. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.